Fire signs, hello, my darlings. Welcome to your weekly reading. I do apologize. It is a little late for you. I am going to obviously be pulling for Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius today in that order. I am using a combination of decks, the Animal Tarot, which I'm going to start off with. Normally I pull an Oracle card, but I'm going to do it differently today. I've also got the Wild Unknown Tarot for you as well. And I've also got the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Oracle as well, just to get an overriding message as well from Spirit for you. But we're going to go straight into your readings, my darlings. And I am starting with Aries. So let's see what wishes to come out for you. I'm going to pull a card for where you are now, a card for your challenge, and a card for the potential outcome. Thank you, Spirit. So for Aries, we have 8 of Spring. Gorgeous start, and on the bottom of the deck, the Dreamer. So this is wonderful. This is an energy. Let me show you now, an energy of a new cycle for you. Now, I do feel that you're coming from something that's quite structured, and you're taking a leap into something quite unknown. It's not a leap forward into the known, it's a leap forward into the unknown, and something a little bit, let's call it the wild unknown, like the Wild Unknown Tarot here. But it isn't something that's scaring you too much at this time. You kind of feel a sense of peace about doing this. And Spirit says, you know, relax and have fun with this. Dream the dream that you're entering into this new cycle, and approach it with the enthusiasm, the motivation, and the energy of a puppy or a young child. And alongside of that, you have the 8 of Spring, the 8 of Wands with the bee. So for me, the 8 of Wands, this is where you are right now. There is definite movement. There's a lot of movement in these cards. And what Spirit is saying to me is that the bee is a symbolism for all things that we love. It is a symbolism for hard work. It is a symbolism for community. It is a symbolism for energies that are healing, and it is a symbolism for spontaneity. So I feel that there is much more of a spontaneous approach to any efforts that you are giving at this time, my darling. And with the 8 of Wands here, because it is the 8 of Spring, and wands are about your actions and your desire and your intentions, that kind of emotional feeling behind that which you're desiring at this time. The 8 of Wands is to say, and I want to show you that it actually is leading towards this Fool card here. So you are sort of busy like a busy bee entering into a new cycle. Now, you may or may not be aware of this, but this is the energy around you at this time. And it's a wonderful approach that you have. And isn't that interesting, Spirit? Thank you. The word approach, you're sort of approaching something, but it's also the approach that you are taking as well is completely lined up. Let's have a look to see for you, my darling, your challenge at this time as you enter into this new cycle. That card wanted to come out, the 8 of Autumn, so another 8 for you. So 8s, again, I come back to actions. They can be about the obstacles that you are being presented with, or the potential challenges that you feel you might have to face. And the 8 of Pentacles here with the 8 of Autumn, this is about the value that you are giving to the time that you're giving in the hard work that you are doing. So it is remembering that it is not necessarily, whatever this may be for you, it is not necessarily just hard work. It's going to get you from A to B. In this energy, you're not afraid of hard work. You're not afraid of committing to, I'm getting the words, being of service, whatever that may mean. But it is about the approach with which you are doing it. And the 8 of Pentacles is to say that whatever you're doing, it's part of that divine design for you. It's part of your life's meaningful purpose. It's an amazing time for you to study, to get it's an amazing time for new prospects to come in for you. There's wonderful opportunities that are about further expansion in your field of work, in your field of study. You're very skilled. And I do feel that your focus is very much at the task in hand. And it's a very unique, colorful focus that you're giving, but you felt let free. You felt like you've been set free. And whatever this energy is, Spirit's challenge is to say to you that it is the perfect time to learn. Do not think, just because you may have difficulty at this time, perhaps remembering all that you need to do, so the parrot repeating, but don't feel just because that you might feel like you're having to remember everything that you need to do, or that you might be repeating what others are doing, that you're not unique in the approach that you are doing. And the challenge is to overcome that perception about what it is. So maybe, you know, you're venturing out as an entrepreneur and you're thinking, well, there are so many others doing exactly what I'm going to do. How am I going to stand out? And Spirit is saying, well, leave that with us, because we will set up. This is this community. This is this like-minded souls. We will set up those wonderful, spontaneous, advantageous, serendipitous situations for you, where you're going to be given the opportunity to present yourself. So you just do your end of the co-creating deal, you know, the coincidences, the co-creating deal. And 9 of Cups, relax and be very relaxed, okay, about your dreams, your manifestations coming into reality. There is signs that you can't ignore already, that things are going the way that you foretold they would, the way that you always dreamed they would. And with this 9 of Pentacles, it is to say that everything is not only leading to manifestations in the physical for you, but it's leading to that sense of security and sense of mind that is at peace. And I feel that you already feel that. You're already so almost engrossed in the task at hand that you don't have too much time to be worrying about things. And Spirit is saying you've already manifested it. So relax and understand and almost sit there and purr in the appreciation of what you've independently, with the cat here, set out to do and are achieving. And don't worry, don't go to bed at night over worrying about this. This relaxed state of being that you're in at the moment is a magnet, is a draw to the attainment of your goals. And now let's have a look to see at the outcome for you. Thank you for Aries. What wishes to come out? Thank you. 2 of Wands and the 4 of Wands. So lots of fire energy. Obviously, you're a fire sign, so you're very much being driven by this desire at this time. With the 2 of Wands here, with the pelican, it is about to say that it's rather lovely. It's about to say that keep in the flow, although you might not be able to see everything that's happening at this time. Keep in that wonderful flow of creative life force energy. Your creative expression, my darling, is your soul's individual representation in this physical being. So every time you're in that inspired space, you are being life force energy in a very, very non-resistant way. And you are beautifully powering through, creating a ripple effect of other energies that are coming in to support, that are coming in to fill this space for you, to fulfill your dream. And with the pelican, it literally just goes along and then opens its mouth, doesn't it, and gulps up those fish, and fish represent abundance. So so everything is bringing you great success. And the 2 is to say that the decisions you're making and the vision you've had and the creativity you had is all leading to what you call success. So have a think about what also you've subconsciously putting out there about what does success mean for me. And the 4 of Wands is to say you have support around you. This is, you know, this potential outcome for you that's in your energy space at this time. You have success around you. You have success around you. You have support around you. The 4 of Wands is about the wonderful energetic structure that you are creating at this time that is open-ended in its limitless approach to expansion. Whether this be, you know, as I said, you as an entrepreneur, you wanting to bring into your life those energies through other people, through recognition of soul family, soul tribe, whatever that may mean. But I really feel, because of right in the middle, the challenge about with the Eight of Pentacles here, and because of the bee here in the community, I really feel that this is to say you are supported. The universe is holding your hand. You're creating something that is perfectly within your divine design. Let go, relax now, go with the flow of what is happening. Don't engage in anything that is negative. Remember to stay in contact with yourself and your feelings as all of this is unfolding for you. And now you've got the World card, the Shetland sheepdog. So you're not part of the pack, okay? You're different. And you are here to lead, to show others a way of doing something. And Spirit is saying with this card here that this is sort of, I'm getting the words best in show. And so take the pedestal, take this space, acknowledge yourself in the spotlight. Don't be, the dog that's sitting here is not embarrassed about being in the spotlight. Don't be embarrassed about being in the spotlight. Don't be embarrassed about the attention that you're going to receive, because you're meant to lead. And it's also about recognizing all of the accomplishments that you have achieved so far and being so grateful to yourself, my darling, so grateful to yourself. So what a beautiful, beautiful reading for you. I trust that that has helped those that have resonated and perhaps giving you just a little bit more insight into where you are right now. I look forward to doing another one for you next week. In the meantime, my darlings, take care and have a rest of a very lovely day. Take care, my darlings. Bye-bye. Leo, hello, my darlings. Welcome to your weekly reading. Let me just remove that. It's all got in the way. I do apologize. Something popped up on my screen. Welcome to your weekly reading. Let's see, I'm going to pull you 3 cards, where you are right now, your challenge and potential outcome. So interesting, like Aries, you have got the World card has come into, is in your energy. This is you. Spirit wants you to take a moment, my darling. Take a moment and don't be afraid. Interesting, don't be afraid. Don't turn away any attention that you might be receiving at this time about the accomplishments that you have achieved. It's about recognition of completion of a cycle. It's a congratulations from Spirit. You have, I feel like you've guided and directed not only yourself, but others. You've been helping others, direct them in the area they're meant to go. This is the sheepdog here. You are and perceive yourself to be different. You perceive yourself to be somebody who is not afraid of stepping forward. I think sometimes when we, face challenges in our life and people, and we do step up to the mark, we step up to the plate almost here. I think sometimes we don't, we feel uncomfortable accepting gratitude and thanks. And I'm feeling at this time that it is important that you do so, because then you are becoming a beacon for more of that gratitude yourself. So it's not about saying, do you know what, I've done all of this and I don't need to receive any reward from the universe. No, receive the thanks, because if you can't receive thanks, then you also can't receive all the other delights that are coming in for you in this next cycle if you turn away gratitude from yourself. I trust that makes sense. But I do feel with you that in the kind of settling down now of energy, in the review of perhaps the year to date, the year so far, this last cycle that you've been through, I do feel that you are feeling much more content, and you've worked really, really hard at whatever it is that you've completed this cycle. And I also feel that there is an undivided loyalty within you for those that have also supported you and helped you. And I also feel that you're ready almost before you're ready to. So you're ready before your divine design, your divine timing, to race and jump and run into the next chapter of your life, the next cycle. And you're feeling you're kind of feeling like you're sort of like the sheepdog's all been brushed up and all smart. You're just anticipating and you're feeling really good. So just accept the recognition, okay? Recognize the successes that you have achieved, my darling. Let's have a look to see your challenge. Be interesting if something similar comes out for you. So you've got the King of Cups has wanted to come out on the Eight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. And you've also got the Princess of Cups has wanted to come out as well. First of all, as you enter into this new cycle, you're going to have a whole host of wonderful opportunities to connect with other like-minded, energetic souls, such as yourself. Whatever that may mean for you. You all have the same sense of purpose. You've all come together at this point of your lives to support one another. And it's very important that you continue in the approach that you're doing right now, where attention goes, energy flows, to be as spontaneous as you can be, because that is life itself, and that is non-resistant life force energy. Now, as a fire sign, you're more than ready to jump at a chance to put something into inspired action, and Spirit is saying absolutely do that, but also don't disengage with that desire. Interesting expression, Spirit. Don't disengage with that desire. Keep the momentum moving in the forward direction that you wish and desire to take it, a little bit like being in fifth gear in the car. Don't slow down, don't get distracted, don't stop off and have a cup of coffee per se. Just recognize the momentum that's building up within you, that feeling of the flow, the feeling of all the universe working on your behalf at this time. And don't worry too much about the how and the when or the who. Just focus on the feeling inside of you that is, you feel is the magnetic pull. Because although you may feel sometimes slightly insignificant in the great big order of things, actually you're incredibly valuable. You know, the little bee lives for 40 days, visits, I think it's something like 1,000 flowers and produces a teaspoon of honey. Well, that little bee may think that's not much, but actually it's huge. And we know how valuable bees are and how valuable honey is. So value your focus, value your attention, and don't focus on anything that is destructive at this time. Focus on constructive, forward, and I'm getting fast forward feelings. So pop yourself in the future, and when you're visualizing, almost see it as a memory of something that's already happened, because it's happening for you. Now, your challenge, my darling, is, and let me just have a look on the bottom. Yeah, your challenge is, I think that sometimes you get so focused on that forward movement, and this is not against what I've just said, but it's just about being in a place of observance as you're focusing your desire forward. Your challenge, you've got the King of Cups and you've got the Page of Cups, and I feel you have perhaps a tendency to run away from things that make you feel as if they might be distracting you from what it is that you're looking for at this time, because you've got the Eight of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Yes, great time to focus on work, to focus on the career, to focus on learning, to focus on expanding, because you've got an extraordinary skill. But somebody is trying to get your attention, this King of Cups here. And this is somebody who is, you know, as a king, they're very, well, the King of Cups is about somebody who knows their emotions, somebody who is in touch with their emotions, somebody who's very responsible, somebody who's trustworthy, somebody who's nurturing. And I feel that they're trying to get your attention at this time, but you may be, it's a combination of you as the little bee, not understanding your full worth and full value, and you being busy perhaps doing an awful lot of different things at this time, that you're not actually noticing there's somebody in your energy who actually is very interested in you and admires you a great deal and sees you as a very graceful, whether you're male or female, this is the energy, sees you as a very, very graceful soul, but doesn't almost want to startle you. They don't want to startle you. They don't want you to run away. So they haven't really approached you as they would have otherwise approached other people. And I feel that that's why I was saying to bring yourself back into focus, to pay attention to where your attention and your energy is going, because you can channel this extraordinary, beautiful fire energy in a very powerfully constructive way or destructive way. And it is about you focusing forward now, fast forwarding, but in that simplicity of doing that and touching base with feelings and the feeling of the momentum of something happening, don't get distracted, as I said, by other stuff, but do get distracted in your observations of who is there for you as a part of this bee community. And here is this beautiful, trustworthy, loyal King of Cups that's come in for you as well. So interesting. Let's have a look at the potential outcome. You know, and the Page of Cups is about the beginnings of something. It's about the beginnings of potential relationship, romance, friendship, perhaps supporter here as well, but it's something that's very special, and it's something that is going to grow into something else. Let's have a look at the outcome for you. Thank you for Leo. What wishes to come out? Well, we've got, actually, do you know what? We've got the Four of Spring as the first card. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm going to take them all. So the outcome. The outcome is this energy for you, the Queen of Spring. You've got the Four of Spring, which first came out. You've got the Judgment card, which is one before the world. And you've got 16, which is the Tower. But this is a really interesting card. What I'm feeling is that this person, this King of Cups, this is your challenge to accept the attentions, to accept that you're worthy, to accept the respect and the support and the love from another. And I feel that because of the completion of this cycle that you've gone through, and coming into that Eight of Spring, that Eight of Wands energy, I think you've certainly been successful at rounding up, closing up, like the sheep analogy again, penning in a lot of random thoughts as well, and feelings that you may have let run away from you, and now you've kind of brought them together in an orderly way, and you're making sense of everything. But I do feel that there is something that you're running away from yourself with this King of Cups energy, and Spirit is saying to you that there is an opportunity here for you to actually just enjoy the attention. This is almost a soulmate with the whenever I see the otters here, and otters hold hands when they sleep so they don't drift apart. This is an energy that you're coming into, that you don't believe that you haven't manifested this person. And with the energy that you've been in, this person is a reflection of your state of energy, your state of being, your state of desire, your state of emotional capacity. They're matching you. This is the Queen of Wands here, so don't underestimate you as a master manifester and what you've been talking and thinking and feeling into existence. And there's a very beautiful, playful approach. And with the Judgment card here as well, with renewal, there's an opportunity here for you to, I mean, this could be the revisiting of an old relationship that's coming back in, but I feel like it's a revisiting of relationships by you, something that has great capacity to expand in your life. And for you, Spirit is saying with number 16, life experience, the Tower, this is the future is bringing you a turning point in your life for you to consider which direction you're going to go in. And I feel that the sense of freedom, because I saw that 8 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, the sense of freedom you now feel from coming out of the confines of something else, the sense of, yes, I feel there might be a lot of things that are distracting you at this time, but you are also looking at this Judgment card, and family and friendships and love and connections mean a great deal to you. And I want, Spirit is just reminding you that in the Tower moments that are coming, because we all have mini Tower moments and we all have big Tower moments, but you've had a big one already, because these birds migrate, you know, every year they migrate, every year they fly the nest, every year they fly and they go with the winds of change. Where are the winds of change taking you now in this new chapter? And I really feel in this pivotal moment that you're making a decision to, I'm getting fly west, you're making a decision to do something differently. You're making a decision that's based, that has a very long-term outcomes for you. The law of cause and effect, in the thinking and the feeling about the decision that you're making or will make in the future, there will be a beautiful consequences for you inherent within that decision. So, but again, don't be distracted, Spirit is saying. Don't all pretend you haven't noticed certain attentions that are happening at this time. So 4 of Wands energy is the energy that you're coming into the potential outcome this week or whenever you're guided to see this message. And it's just about, do you know what, taking time out, sitting back, relaxing, having fun with those that are closest to you, and just going with the flow and just seeing what the outcome of this relationship is. Because it is a reflection of you, darling. And if you're feeling, which I can see you are, so much better about yourself and in an extraordinary high vibration, then you have attracted the same to you. So there's nothing to fear. So there we go, my darlings. I trust that it's helped those that have come today and listened to this reading and resonated with it. I look forward to doing another one for you next week. In the meantime, take care and have a rest of your beautiful day. Bye-bye, my darlings. Bye. Sagittarius, hello, my darlings. Welcome to your weekly reading. Let's have a look to see where you are right now with the tarot. Thank you. That wanted to come out. Ooh, you've got the King of Pentacles, the Gypsy Varna horse. Thank you. Let's have a look at your, I'll come back to that in a second. Let's have a look at your challenge, my darling. The Moon. Yep. And let's have a look at the potential outcome for you. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, they wanted to fly out. You've got the Awakening card with the Hangman, and you've got the Queen of Winter and the Wheel on the bottom of the deck. So beautiful energies. I'm going to come back to the Wheel in a second, but just to say, whatever you, my darling, are focusing on at this time with regards work that you love, I'm going to say work that you adore, work that you, oh my goodness, how with the gypsy horse, work that you know that as you are doing it, things that you just get so wrapped up in the movement of it, you forget how, you actually don't recognize, Sagittarius, how extraordinary it is what you are doing in the approach, the movement, the focus, the attention. You have a natural sense of skill, a natural style. You're very laissez-faire, your lovely approach of being slightly laissez-faire about maybe not, it's all good, is attracting to you so many opportunities at this time. So this is a really powerful time for you to consciously manifest. So that is being very thoughtful in this powerful time about your thoughts, your words, and your actions. And you are very fluid now. You're having fun. You're doing things because actually it's fun to do. It's not so much hard work for you. And you can see here with this sort of Thanksgiving pile of gorgeous goodies here, that there is so much that you are noticing now that is coming in for you. And there is just exciting opportunities and things that you're going to be very, very committed to as well. And the gypsy horse says you're not afraid to travel, to be different, you're not afraid to step outside of your comfort zone. You know, gypsies move around, and it's a sort of beautiful lifestyle. It's not for everybody, and what you're doing is not for everybody, but it's perfect for you. It's your divine design, my darling, and you feel it and you know it. You're not afraid to come out of that structure, that comfort zone. It's like, you know, you're not afraid to move house each time. You're not afraid to move out of your energetic structure and try new, different approaches. And you're very generous and you're very big-hearted, and you can't do too much for others. And all of that is sort of being rewarded back with the universe, because whatever you've been doing with the right wholehearted approach. Beautiful. Now, your challenge, the moon. I love this moon card with the links here. You're at a turning point in your life. And I feel you know about fear, you understand about fear, you understand it's not real. Your desire is overcoming your fear. What I feel is that yes, your desire is overcoming your fear, but there are no ones in this reading yet. And so I feel that there is something on the other side. I'm getting on the other side of the rainbow. There's something on the other side of this bend. There's something on the other side of fear for you. There's something that Spirit is asking you to be very relaxed about the approach that you're taking, rather than being fretful and fearful. There is something yet that you don't yet know. It's almost like a turnkey for you. So whatever you have been fearing to do, wherever you've been fearing to tread in this wonderful approach as the King of Pentacles, you are more than ready for it. You're never given anything you're not ready for. And actually, wouldn't life be boring if we felt that we could do anything and not feel that slight? Because the fear is coming from the feeling of how much this means to you. And there is opportunities coming in for you, and Spirit wants you to be relaxed about anything that's coming in for you that might ask you to step more and more outside of your comfort zone, to stretch yourself a little bit further than you've traveled before, because all that you want is on the other side of that. And the moon card is to say, trust what you're receiving at this time, how you're feeling about things. The Lynx is a great observer. So it's about being in great observance of your life right now. And the light of the moon is shining on you. So you may be very affected by the moon cycles. We all are. But, you know, the moon, the pull of the moon, the tides, the currents are all controlled, let's put it this way, by the moon. So there is a current, a change, a shift happening, and I know that you can feel it. I know that you can feel it, and you're being asked to do some form of unknown step. Be relaxed about it, Spirit saying that's your challenge. And then the outcome, I love to see, is number 12 and the Queen of Winter, the Queen of Swords here. I think wherever you have within the King of Pentacles so far, you know, whatever you've been working on, whatever job, career, projects, designs, ideas, adventures, sort of new approaches, whatever that may mean for you, whatever you've been doing, there is something, this thing that's coming in is going to ask you to do it where you're not used to, perhaps getting on your inspired source from. So how do I explain this? So if you were very invested in a certain approach of, okay, let's say, for example, Spirit has given me the example, let's say you were a teacher and you were teaching primary school kids, little ones, and you were very comfortable in that space and you were very successful in that space, and there was so many rewards and recognition and generosity, and it's overflowing with all of it. Well, you may be offered a job where you are going to be moving into a secondary level, where it's a little bit more scary because these kids are a little bit older. I'm just giving you an analogy here of what Spirit is giving you a little shove to do. And it's actually quite sweet because they've given me that, and you know, the giraffe is sort of tall and looks down. Anyway, you may have to move your perspective of what your enjoyment of work is all about. There is another source of abundance that is a part of what you've done already, but it's a further expansion of what you've done. And if you can see it from that perspective, don't be afraid when those things are falling into your lap right now. Things are falling into your lap. And I know you're very good at intuitively understanding when something's not for you, sort of pushing it away, a little bit like the ants that try and push the giraffe away, that is eating the leaves of the tree that they're living in. And also the outcome with the Queen of Swords and the awakening is there is, again, so much patience here. And I feel, you know, in your exuberance, in your love of life, in your love of what you do, there is understandably sometimes an impatience for what is yet to come, but you know is coming. You just know it. And you know you've been setting the universe up beautifully to receive what you know is coming in for you. You have an utter belief in it. And Spirit is saying, absolutely. And it is coming. And you're amazing at what you do. But it's about saying, just have that infinite, not infinite, it's going to take forever, but just have that utter patience that you do have, my darling, in trusting in the universe's plan for you, in trusting that all will be well, in trusting that the opportunities will arise just like that for you, that you don't need to go looking or searching or seeking for things right now. They're coming to you. You're calling them in. And from your vantage point, you are very clearly able to see what's happening and coming in. And you might turn some away. They might not interest you. But as the Queen of Swords, you are, I'm almost getting you're kind of commanding through your self-expression, through your self-love, through your relaxed manner, through your observation, and through your trust that all is coming to you. You are a very commanding presence at this time. And it's about recognizing yourself as such and recognizing the boundaries that you set and recognizing that you are you've got a hotline to the universe right now. And it's having a little patience, seeing it from that perspective, and just continue to be in this wonderful, 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 beautiful energy, because here is the wheel. And this is to say, and it may be that it's later on this year. I don't often do timings, but I just, with the reindeer there, I did suddenly think of Christmas. It may be that there is a huge shift for you that's happening, it's building already this year and leading to Christmas. It's going to come in earlier than you might expect with the pairs. But then it's to say there is, you don't get to the King of Pentacles by just wishing and praying. You get to the King of Pentacles by making beautiful, soulful, knowledgeable decisions, and about being generous in many areas of your life. And it's not just about generous in terms of anything to do with what we might call material goods or money. This is a generosity of spirit. This is a wholehearted approach to life. This is a generosity of spirit when it comes to forgiving, when it comes to understanding, comes to compassion, it comes to letting things go, it comes to being in the moment. All of this you've worked hard on, you've matured into, emotionally matured into. And I know there's a kind of, it's what I would call, it's what my family would call it, itchy scratchy. It's like you've got monkeys on your shoulders and you've got this sort of itchy scratchy, and you're like, okay, universe, I've done all this. Okay, where is it? Where is it? But it's already happened. It's on its way. It's just going to happen in your divine design, which means everything has to line up perfectly and beautifully. So they don't want you to worry about it, but it is coming in earlier than you would expect. It is bringing lots of surprises and delights. This is a sort of a lovely turning point for you, where I feel you've come out, come through, come beyond, and come into a sense of fulfillment. And that fulfillment within yourself is now powering up the universe to respond towards you with an energy that is overflowing with abundance and surprises and delights. Don't limit what you think you can do, Sagittarius. Do not limit what you think you can do. Do not limit what the universe can bring to you. Be completely wide open in the receiving mode, and and just know it's going to be bigger than you might expect it to be. Just fantastic, my darling. Beautiful, beautiful card. You know, and all of it is you as an awakened soul. So there we go, my darlings. I trust that has helped those who have resonated with this reading. I look forward to doing another one for you next week. In the meantime, have the rest of a very beautiful day. Take care, my darlings. So much love. Bye-bye.